Once again, the new patch notes have left the community dry of agent and weapon changes for patch 3.2, but the episode 3 meta is still evolving day by day with or without game dev intervention. That's why today we are making a quick list to showcase the 5 best agents we believe you should be playing to help give you that boost that you need in solo queue. Also, with more pro play coming up soon for the VCT qualifiers, we finally will be able to get a good look on where the meta is heading now that KO is available for pro play pretty soon. What is going on, ProGuides family? It is your host Sergeant Frost, and today we have the 5 best agents in the current meta. Today's list is composed of 5 agents that we think should be in every player's rotation for episode 3 so far, if you want that competitive edge needed to win in ranked and climb the ladder. Without further ado, let's hop right in. At the top of our list is SOVA. Solo queue has evolved a lot over the course of the last year since the game was released. The ranked meta as a whole has started to shift from hunting down kills to force man advantages, and it has slowly but surely turned into an information gathering game. This is why SOVA is such a strong agent to have on every single team comp in ranked. That is why you as a player need to adopt the slow and steady wins the race mentality when playing the game, and prioritize info gathering and going for map control over just trying to force duels that could potentially be unfavorable. SOVA fits into the meta as an initiator because of his info gathering tools and his useful damage abilities in his shock darts and ultimate. SOVA can scout out a bomb site to give info for his team before they run in, and then he can play back and control the flow of the round by influencing the map with his shock darts and his ultimate. SOVA is a great fit for the post-plant meta we are currently in because his shock dart lineups make him a time-based threat for any defender trying to defuse the spike. On top of being a kill threat, his ultimate can counter KILLJOY's ultimate as well, which makes him great for counter utility on multiple fronts. SOVA simply just gives great returns on investment when you spend time trying to learn the little nuances of his kit to provide consistent value in each round. SOVA has a low skill floor but a high skill ceiling as well. You really just need to dart the back of a site, drone in, and then support your teammates from behind. You don't need to be a master of across the map lineups that players like Average Jonas and Hiko use, but being a master of your agent is certainly helpful towards your success. That's why we recommend you come visit our website ProGuides.com, where our Radiant and Immortal level coaches are more than happy to teach you the ins and outs of SOVA's kit or any other agents that you want to become proficient in. We also have courses made by the king of lineups, Average Jonas himself, that will teach you all the secrets to adapting to metas and becoming as knowledgeable as he is about his agent. Head over to ProGuides.com today to unlock your potential. Sentinels are a very divisive class in Valorant. You either love them or you hate them because they have the most stopping power, whether it's through sneaky setups or objectively powerful stalling tools. With that said, KILLJOY is the perfect example of an agent that has the stopping power of a Sage, while also matching Cypher's ability to outplay opponents through setup knowledge. Her kit is so powerful it has allowed her to solidify her spot as a staple pick in the meta. So why is KILLJOY strong? Well, there are 3 main components of KILLJOY's kit that make her a mainstay in the roster. First, the damage threat she has in her kit with just her mollies and turret make her already very valuable. Secondly, her alarm bot and turret give great information, which allows her to effectively be 2 sets of eyes at once since her turrets act as a 6th man. And lastly, the community at large has agreed that KILLJOY possesses the best ultimate in the game. Now that we know why KILLJOY is so strong, let's talk about how she fits into the meta. The reason KILLJOY is so effective at her job of being a sentinel is because she counters pushes and denies map control by herself. Every ability in her kit when positioned well and used at the right time has the potential to stop a site rush or help her gain map control when attacking. Her abilities, while not amazing for attack, are considerably stronger than the attacking power of other sentinels in Cypher and Sage, and her nanoswarms are great tools that contribute to the current post-plant meta. Not to mention, with abilities becoming more expensive, her ability to stall side takes have just become that much stronger on a full buy. I think KILLJOY has been a little underrated since Viper has stolen the show in the meta for the past few patches, but I think a lot more people are starting to come back to KILLJOY. She offers a lot to a team, she is fairly easy to play, it doesn't take long to learn her meta site setups, and she has the best ultimate in the game. With all that she can do, who wouldn't want to have a KILLJOY on their team? Let's change the pace up for a bit and talk about a fast-paced agent that has a skill ceiling higher than she can jump in game. Oops, did I give it away? Well, you probably already knew who I was going to talk about. Let's get into JETT. JETT is hands down the best duelist in Valorant at the moment. The main reason she is so strong is due to the fact that she has so many different playstyles she can utilize whether she's on offense or defense. The skill expression you can convey with this agent makes her a sight to behold when a true JETT main gets to play her in game. JETT's main strengths lie in her versatility of her playstyles. She can sit back and AWP and create picks for her team. She can buy a shotgun and dash into her own smokes and create kills on sight. She can rifle and use her mobility to create space for her team on the map. She's a low econ agent because she can get away with using her knives on eco rounds. She can even be a main lurker since she can get around sentinel utility on the map simply by jumping over it or by smoking KILLJOY's turret so it doesn't go off. This leads us into our next point, which is why she fits into the meta so well currently. Well, with the plethora of different playstyles you can use on her, a team can deploy JETT in so many different ways to combat enemy team strats. This allows her to stay in the meta because she almost always is the answer your team needs to shut down an enemy team. Does the enemy team like to rush sites a lot? Give JETT an AWP and let her thin out the pack before they arrive. Does the enemy team play really passive? Let JETT break open a site with her aggressive prowess. Does the enemy team have a strong defense? Let JETT dash into her smokes and instantly create half a bomb site's worth of space in a second. I think you guys get the point. JETT is a great pick for solo queue because she does so much as just one agent. JETT can answer so many problems that can be thrown at a team in a solo queue game that it's honestly a little overpowered. I think JETT will always have a place in the meta as long as she is capable of being a solid answer for so many situations. Before we move on, we have to get to our question of the day. Today's question is, which agent do you think has crazy potential in the right hands? I think a lot of people are sleeping on KO. He has a lot of potential as an agent with how versatile his kit can be. However, KO hasn't been used to his full potential yet because no one trusts his utility fully. Personally, I've played games where I want to flash for my teammates and they literally refuse to be flashed in, and they would rather just dry peek instead. Hopefully, once he's been used more in pro play, people will see how insane KO's pop flashes can be for getting picks. I want to know who you guys think has crazy potential in the comment section down below. Now, let's get right back into the video. KILLJOY isn't the only Sentinel that will be taking the spotlight in our video today, and that means we have to include Sage when we talk about meta agents. If you've been playing Valorant since beta, you would know that Sage has been in the meta since the game's launch, and she simply refuses to leave. So why is that, you might ask? Well, Sage is strong because of her map control utility and her healing utility. Her wall and slows allows her to be an agent that has extreme influence over the map both on offense and defense. On defense, she can wall off and slow a choke to trap attackers where they stand, and on offense, she can secure plants or prevent rotations with a click of a button. While Sage's map control utility is already irreplaceable, her healing capabilities only make her that much harder to replace in the meta. Simply put, Sage's heal and revive are just amazing tools that can easily edge out a win in key rounds. The power Sage has to heal her teammates multiple times, and the fact that she can potentially make a round in 6v5 is something that is too great to pass up. Sage is good for solo queue because her heal and revive erases your teammates' mistakes. It allows your team to play more freely because you have an insurance policy on life, which is Sage's revive, and she can heal you multiple times during a round. This freedom allows her team to play with more confidence, because they won't be afraid of dying, which will also help them play better. I think we can all agree that confidence plays a huge role in performance, and having an agent ability that affects it is not to be understated. Sage is one of the best agents you can bring into solo queue because she is equally powerful both on offense as she is on defense, and her revive is one of the top 3 ultimates in the game currently. Wrapping up this video, let's talk about a hot topic agent in the community for the past few months, Viper. Viper is strong mainly because of how much damage her abilities do after the rework she got back in March. After her rework, Viper transitioned into a role of a controller sentinel hybrid, which made her a monster on defense. Viper's abilities allows her to lock down multiple areas of the map at the same time, which makes her insanely strong in a solo queue environment. Not to mention, her utility gives her initiative, because she can dictate when to use her poison or not. Having the ability to cut off multiple bomb site entryways with the push of a single button is a power that not many agents possess in this game. Viper fits into the meta because she has great tools that give her many options for controlling a site or aggressively breaking up site defenses. She can also use her lineups to participate in the post-plant meta. Not to mention, her ultimate is a nice tool to use to lock down areas of the map for a whole round. Viper was once an agent that people scoffed at when she was brought up as a potential pick on pocket maps like Icebox and Bind last year, and now she is meta on almost every map. She offers so much to a team in terms of damage output, vision blocking, and securing rounds through her post-plant setups, it would be unwise to not consider fielding her with all she can do. I think Viper might have some flaws in terms of not being able to take on the main controller role, but unless you're playing in professional play where people can abuse your lack of smokes, she is still a worthy pick for a controller sentinel hybrid on any team. These are just a few agents we recommend for anyone trying to climb in solo queue as we head into the midpoint of episode 3 act 1, and we hope you enjoyed our list. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing to our channel. We upload new videos just like this one every single day, and the best way to stay notified of that is by ringing that notification bell. Also, don't forget to check out ProGuides.com to gain some access to some truly amazing coaching. This has been your host, Sergeant Frost, and I'll see you all again in the next video.